Now this was on Instagram, and this is the post. From First the Mail. Man, I deactivated my Facebook and still get stuff like this. Let me tell you my side of the story. I told her to get an abortion. Now she's a single mother and a father. Bet she won't try to trap nobody else. I only have one child and present the child's name. I don't know who else feels the same way. This is the female, the mother of this child. So that was originally the biological father.
Okay.
So this is the mother of that child.
Okay.
Sad how I reached out to my daughter's sperm donor family, and they said they don't want no dealings with her at all. His other daughter is his only child they need in their life. I tried after a whole entire year, and this is how they treat my baby. They have never seen them and never seen her, only pictures. I'm guessing the wording is wrong there, so I'm guessing okay. They never seen her, only pictures. But believe me, she is good without y'all. This hurts as a mother because I feel like I failed my baby. So that was the child's biological mother, and then who is raising her as a single mother. And then the first one that says the man I deactivated my Facebook and still get stuff like this, that's the child's biological father. So that goes into the whole, I never wanted the kid, but this is a bit different. So he told her to get an abortion because he was not ready to be a father.
Okay,
right?
Let me just say this out here. This is not a conversation that is going to be whether we are for or against abortion. Let me make that very clear.
Correct.
Now, if there are two consenting adults are obviously getting it in really good.
Yeah.
So now she's pregnant because we all know that a
sperm and an egg gets
that's all it takes.
Period.
So now he's saying, I don't want this child, I don't want any dealings. Here's the money to get this abortion. If she accepted the money, I'm sure the agreement was, okay, I'm going to take this money and get the abortion.
Correct.
And so, our issues are over
No,
with.
let me put this in it. What if he didn't have the money, but he's still saying, like, listen, I don't have the money for this procedure, but I'm not ready to have a child. I still need you to get it.
I think he said he gave her the money. Check. If he said he gave her the money.
No, he did not. He said that he told her to get an abortion. That's what it says. And now she a single mother and father. So it don't say nothing about paying for the procedure. Okay. It just says that he told her to get that. Now, that's where, to me, the line is kind of drawn because as we know, that procedure is not free, regardless if you for it or against it. That's the way it works. True. Okay, sure. That's facts. That ain't got nothing to do with if you for it or against it. There's a financial obligation involved if a person chooses to go that route, and how technically society puts it together. The man either helps the female pay for that, or the female, they either split it down the middle, or the female pays for it on her own. I don't know how the financial agreement goes, but in the community that I've been a part of, a lot of times it's 50-50. If not, however it goes, it works that way. But if there's no money for the procedure,
how do you expect to get done?
How do you expect to have that procedure done?
Okay.
So that's one thing on the table because it don't say
number one. It sounds like she was a jump off. This does not sound like these two people had a relationship.
If you do not know what a jump off is, that means that they were not in a committed relationship.
Cuddy buddy, whatever side, there you go.
Whatever, one night stand or a few night stands.
That these were two people who were in a committed relationship. So let me just point that out there. A lot of times as people, whether this is men and women both, so this is a situation that two people
what if they were in a committed relationship and he still said he wasn't ready, and that may have ended the relationship? I've heard that too.
Okay, so let's just say two people who one person is for and one person says, I don't want this baby, the other person says, I do want this baby. Mm-hmm. At this point, to be honest, I think the only thing that they could have done was he could, if he really didn't want any financial obligation, take a DNA test and just sign your rights, and you could really end it there. Mom, when he said that this is not what I want, yada yada yada, if it were me, I would have, if it were me, I guess, if the shoe was on my foot, I guess I would have just left that whole thing alone.
Me too. I wouldn't have contacted him. I wouldn't have contacted his family. None of that. I totally agree. I'm in 100% that, because it's like it sounds like you're validation.
Yes. You want this child to be a part of something.
I got a baby by him too. But it don't matter, genes or chromosomes or by your portion of it, because if he don't want to be bothered, even his family has said they don't want no dealings with her at all. His other daughter he has is the only child that they need in their life. So it's that, and even though it's messed up, let's be it is a messed up situation. Yeah, it is.
But she just needs to understand that when people say that they don't want any dealings, you cannot force a relationship. Let's say that a relationship cannot be forced, and it's not that I'm being insensitive, but a relationship cannot be forced. And parenthood cannot be forced. If you don't want to be a parent, if you don't want to do it, you're a deadbeat unless you sign up your rights. Period. There's no other way around it. If you don't sign up your rights saying that I have no obligation, feelings, financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, to take care of this child, then you're just a deadbeat parent. Now, if you choose to sign up your rights, then you have no ties with that child, and technically that's the right thing you're supposed to do. Technically. But she got put up between the rock and the hard place. She did, and it is very unfortunate, but it's also one of those things. Stop doing nasty without protection, but it's not even that. It makes me wonder, because they felt it was necessary. So this is one of those things where she's extremely angry. I don't know how old these children are, but she's extremely angry, and to put it out on social media, you have to be that upset to be honest, to put your business on the forefront. It's validation. You want validation. You want somebody to call it baby. You want somebody to be exactly. Girl, he ain't nothing. He take You want this to be trending, and it doesn't really need to be. It was two people who made y'all made a decision, and so he said, I don't want to be a part. And you can't make him be a part. What you can do is decide, since he doesn't want to be a part, how do I prepare myself to know that I'm going to be dealing with a child on my own? You start getting your own community together. Do I have mom to help me? Do I have for adoption too? There's plenty of families that would have taken that baby. It sounds like she wants this baby. So, and it's her baby. Yeah, so, no, that's true. But what I'm saying is, if you go beat a dead horse about some man that's not gonna be there. Either you're in a place where you hurt about something. You hurt about something that you need to go get some help for. That's the first thing. Second of all, maybe financially you in a bad situation. Maybe you don't have that community that, as you were just talking about, start being your community. Maybe she don't have that, and it's really just her. So those are things you should have thought about during this pregnancy. And you could have gave that baby another opportunity at life with other people, and to me it's a bit selfish. It's a bit selfish because yes, I know you want this child and everything, but at the same token, if your baby daddy don't want to be bothered, his family don't want to be bothered, you probably don't got the community that you thought you had. Everybody hyping up, ooh, your baby gonna be there for you. Now everybody gone, it's just you and your baby. That should have been an option on the table, because it's not like you're like I said again, if you for or against abortion, it's not like you went through the procedure, because obviously you didn't want to do that. Right. But there's families that are financially, emotionally, spiritually in a place where they want a child and cannot have a child. These were two consenting adults. They were faced with a problem. Yeah. She's pregnant. He doesn't want a child. Pregnancy is a problem. But it's just not shining. Both of them wasn't on agreement about it. Okay. Yeah. They were in disagreement. Yeah. But she sounds, because he's already stated his claim. Yeah. This is something I don't want anything to do with. And so at this point, she may just want to start seeking counseling. Yeah. Sometimes when you're hurt and you're going to make a decision, because you may have been getting, I don't know, maybe if you get kind of insurance you have, or if there's a spiritual leader in your community or where you live, someone you can talk to, but now it's time to start healing.
Yeah.
Because, keep telling everybody, well, this person ain't doing this. Like, how does that help you grow? How does that help you raise your daughter? How does that help you get to where you need to be?
You're right.
Because we live in a world where there are millions of people. There may be someone to say, you know what? I love you and I want to help you take care of your daughter, or something like that. It may be a situation where maybe you just focus on you and your daughter and moving forward. She obviously wanted to be a parent. She wanted to experience this. And so, but you can't keep allowing people to control how you feel, because you're very angry.
Yeah.
And the only way to get past this is to start healing. Because now you need to heal because you have a daughter to raise. Yeah. You don't want to teach her
that men are bad and men are dogs
and all that. You don't want to carry that.
Yeah.
Especially going to the next phase of your life. And so
like you said, like you said, no man. If a man is gonna step up to the plate, he needs to make sure he wants assurance that you in the right space for him and where y'all future gonna be as you and him come together as one to raise this kid.
Yeah, there's a saying that goes, "Mama's baby, daddy's maybe."
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we should give this man slack. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is sometimes we need to take responsibility for things that happen. So 2 people came together and said, this is what it is. So, if you're pregnant and this man is clearly telling you that he doesn't want
you his colors,
people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
Because he doesn't want any dealings with this. So at this point, he's already stated his claim. So as a woman, now, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be hurt, but now you have to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to make this choice. I want to raise this baby. So how do I get the mental clarity there?
Yeah.
How do you, because that's very hard to wrap yourself around to say that, like this, wow, I have this baby growing in me and he doesn't want a part of it. That's very, very disheartening.
Yeah,
but
that's emotionally draining. That
it is.
It's depression.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see this going anywhere good if she doesn't get the help that she needs.
I agree.
And it doesn't help when you have people in your circle who probably like, he a deadbeat.
Here
it is. Byron.
Okay.
We're not gonna do all of that.
No, we're not.
We're not gonna do that. But it is time. Sometimes you just have to get people. You gotta get good people in your circle. When I say community, I don't mean like always mama, daddy. Sometimes your community is people that's not even related to you.
Period. It could be people that's in your church. It could be somebody that you started working with. It could be the elderly lady.
It's
maybe
really
she lost
village.
her son, and now you like her new daughter. Now she got a granddaughter, and she want to help you. You never know who can step up to the plate to be that support system for you, because it clearly takes a village. I'm married, she's married, and it takes a village. Our parents, our siblings, things like that. It takes a village to raise one child. So to think, we both have 3 children, so it's a lot of work. It's not easy, but the main thing that we gotta do, we gotta get ourselves together, because if my mind ain't right and my spirit ain't right, my kids know it, and they be like, "Ma, you okay? Are you good? Do you need something?" They know. So if she's bitter and hurt because maybe they was in a relationship, they wasn't in a relationship, whatever, but obviously when the sperm meets an egg, there's babies involved, okay? And at that point, he said he didn't want to have nothing to do, so you still upset about it, you need to get some help. That's the only way. Okay, maybe you don't want to do a therapist. Maybe there's a spiritual leader, or there's someone you look up to that can give you unbiased information where, it's not going to be like, ooh, he this, or ooh, you this, but give you unbiased information that you can take heed to, and move forward. Know her when she went to therapy, but she knew me when I went to have my therapy and counseling session as well. And so do what you need to do, to detox yourself of that negative, bitter energy and fulfill yourself with positive people, positive community, a positive, vibes, because that child is depending on you. You decide not to get that child for adoption, or choosing, you chose not to have that procedure, fine. You're choosing, stepping your 10 toes down for that kid. Do what you gotta do.
Before we end, I just want to say that we need to start as adults. The A in adult is for accountability.
Hey,
that is the part that we all fail to miss.
My friend,
you know, just working. You know, regardless of industry, everybody seems to miss that accountability factor.
Yeah.
And once we become adults, sometimes we gotta say, you know what? You know, this may have happened to me, but I'm accountable for what happens after. You know, we all go through things, and so. At this point, you know, the young girl or the older woman, whoever she is, she just needs to understand, you know what, this happened, but moving forward, you know, you know, what's happened has happened. So, but this is how I'm going to change moving forward. This is what I'm going to do. Let that go. Just let it go.
You don't have a choice. Honestly, you don't have a choice. Because then 9 times out of 10, if you don't, your child is going to be dealing with the exact same thing you was dealing with.
Yeah, no, what is that, you know?
Generational curses.
Yes, generational trauma.
Recirculating the same trauma that mama went through. No ma'am, no ham, no thank you. I don't want that on my dish.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, friend, I want to thank you for being a special guest on Mom Chronicles. You know what it is, and you know where to find me. Y'all be safe.